Hey guys, Rusty K here from Rusty K's Rad Rods Garage. Bench update, got lots going on to show. Now that the 59 El Camino is done, the 39 Wagon Rod is done, of course the Buddy Build with Todd will always be being worked on when Todd and I get a chance to get together again and work on this a little bit. But in my natural style, I can't just sit around and not blaming you, Todd, but I got to have something I'm working on. So, couple things I'm doing. I had done this 50 olds kit a couple years ago before my hiatus, really, and I did it in Outclad Emerald, and I had two kits. So this was the Outclad Emerald that I did. It came out fine, as you can see. Subsequently, I've lost a wheel. It's upstairs in the office, so I can put that back on. Need to dust it off a little bit, but I was happy with this build, right? Emerald, Outclad candies. You guys know I like the Outclads. So I had another kit sitting around because I tend to buy two of the same kit when I buy them, just for purposes if I screw something up. So I decided to break out the 50 olds, and I'm going with the Tamiya AS29 gray green. This is actually like an airline or aircraft paint, right? So I've already taken this body out over the last couple days, and I have gotten the mold lines out. I primed it with some of the Surface Tamiya primer, and then I wet sanded it from 3200 to 12,000. I laid down the base coat, and then it didn't need any wet sanding after that. Everything looked good, so I went ahead and shot the clear. So this is probably about 5 or 6 coats of clear on it. So it's looking nice. May need to go back and wet sand a little bit of areas, but really this laid down pretty flat, and I don't see a lot of orange peel, maybe a little bit on the hood. So there's that. I've got the hood done as well, or actually the trunk is where the orange peel is. I got the hood done as well. So this is the color scheme I'm going with this one. I tend to do the bodies first. I know not everybody works that way, but I tend to do the bodies and get them where I like them before I start working on the engines and everything else, and it just gives me motivation. It can also do the reverse effect to where if I'm not happy with the way the body's coming out, then I tend to strip the paint and start over and try a different method. But that's the 50 olds. Now, the other thing I'm going to be working on is the 40 Ford Coupe. I had this stashed laying around, and I've been playing with some of the other Outclads. I played with a copper base. I normally do the silver candy base. This is the copper base. So I laid this down on a spoon with the yellow Outclad over top of it, and I really love the way that it came out. So this is what's going to lay down on the Ford Coupe. So that's really what I got going on. This is going to need a lot of body work. This is a Linden. What kind of kit is this? This is a Lindbergh kit, but a lot of flash. I'm going to have to do a lot of work on the body here to get it before I can lay this down. Because there is no primer when you use the Outclad. You use the base. So you really got to have the body the way you want it. I've never really sanded down the bases on the Outclads. They've all come out well for me. So that's the update on the bench. Always making progress. Really love the way this one came out last time. Love the body. Love the mold lines. So yeah, that's it. Let me know what you think of the color. I think it'll look sharp once we get the bare metal foil on there and get the interior. I'll probably do the interior, the buff. I've already got my buff mix decanted from last time, right? So I've got that. This is the Tamiya buff for my interior. So onwards and upwards. Hope you guys are having a great start to your week. See ya.